inspired and motivated? Being inspired helps a lot to motivate yourself. Like many other people, you know the drill. Set the alarm early, then can't get out of bed. Write a to-do list, then get overwhelmed and escape into a Netflix binge on. Get excited about goals, then feel guilty for not working on them. These cycles seem like they'll never end, right? All the while, you feel drained, frustrated, full of self-doubt, and, sometimes, like you've fallen into a bottomless pit of darkness and despair. Just me? Okay. Anyway, surely there are ways to find motivation, and, critically, stay motivated? Thankfully, there are. Here are 20 ways to motivate yourself so that you can become the person you want to be and achieve your goals. 1. Just start. Ugh! Don't you just hate this advice? Still, there's a reason we've all heard it a million times: it can work wonders. You don't always need to reason out with your emotions or rationalize why you need to do something. You can deal with those negative feelings later on, at the right time. Instead, try setting aside all of the negative emotions and simply start. As the famous writer, Mark Twain once said, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started." 2. Break tasks down into small steps. Whoa. Another piece of groundbreaking, never heard before advice, right? Again, there's a reason so many people recommend that you use this tactic when trying to motivate yourself. Sometimes it's the simplest things done well that work the best. Remember, you can't do everything at once. That's why the painter Vincent van Gogh said, "Great things are done by a series of small things brought together." One method to help you find motivation to get things done is to write down what you need to do on a piece of paper. Then, write down every single step you need to take to make it happen. Finally, ignore everything except the step you're working on. Once in the flow, you may just find it easier to continue with the next task. 3. Create a positive mindset. Getting motivated is almost impossible if you're looking at the situation from a negative viewpoint. On the other hand, positivity can be energizing and help you to motivate yourself. So, pause and ask yourself, what's good about this situation? As the author, Catherine Pulsifer said, if we have the attitude that it's going to be a great day, then it usually is. 4. Create a feeling of gratitude. When you find yourself stuck in a rut, it can feel impossible to motivate yourself. So before you try to motivate yourself, take a step back and try to appreciate how you feel. When you feel appreciation for yourself, it's much easier to stay motivated. One of the quickest ways to feel good about yourself is to practice gratitude. It's almost entirely impossible to feel low and grateful at the same time. To practice gratitude, start by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. These could be anything, from your morning coffee to your pet, or even the comfortable chair you sit on. Ideally, you could make this part of your daily routine to find everyday motivation. 5. Be kind to yourself. When you procrastinate or make a mistake, it's easy to beat yourself up. In fact, if you're like many people, you may find that you internally speak to yourself in a mean way. If you notice yourself doing this, pause and try to speak to yourself kindly instead. You wouldn't speak to someone else that way, so why do it to yourself? You deserve your own kindness. Try to remember your true inherent value as a human being. Then, allow yourself to gently come back to the task at hand. 6. Be constructive. When you realize you've made a mistake or finally bring yourself back from a procrastination session, you have a golden opportunity to learn and improve. Ask yourself, why did I make this mistake? How can I avoid making the same mistake in the future? If you do this and act on what you learned, you'll transform mistakes into opportunities. The entrepreneur Arianna Huffington said, "We need to accept that we won't always make the right decisions, that we'll screw up royally sometimes, understanding that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success." 7. Cut your to-do list down. To-do lists can help us organize our tasks and focus on what's important. However, they can also overwhelm us so much that we end up procrastinating even more. So, if you find yourself struggling to stay motivated, cut your to-do list down to a more manageable size. Each day, choose no more than 3 tasks and make that your new to-do list. Then, ignore all but the first item. You may find that with time, you can take on a long to-do list. 8. Set attainable goals that excite you. If you have a goal that feels too big or unattainable, it may make you feel crippled with anxiety and fear. This is a surefire way to prevent yourself from developing motivation. For now, let go of goals that paralyze you. Instead, choose exciting enough goals to help you motivate yourself, but not so big that you freeze when facing them. Like the politician, Theodore Roosevelt said, keep your eyes on the stars, and your feet on the ground. 9. Imagine your future if you don't change. This tip can make inspiring yourself easy. Instead of focusing on the change you want, imagine the life you'll have if you don't stay motivated. Ask yourself, what will life be like in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years? You can either experience the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The choice is yours. 10. Reflect on how far you've come. How often do you pause, reflect, and appreciate how far you've come? If you're like many people, you probably don't give yourself enough credit for all the growth you've gone through. Take a few minutes to close your eyes and remember your successes, however small, relive and feel into them. Do this often to help you stay motivated. 11. Remind yourself of your why. Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook, said, motivation comes from working on things we care about. Take a moment to write down 3 reasons you want to find the motivation to get things done. Do you want to improve your fitness, get an education, save money, or start a business? Why? Keep coming up with answers until you find ones that will help you stay motivated. 12. Commit 100% to the deal you're making. Remember, nothing comes for free. When you want something, you have to give something in return, whether it's time, effort, hard work, or emotional discomfort. That's the deal. Take a moment to recognize and appreciate the deal you're making. Then commit to it 100%. Maya Angelou, the activist and poet, once said, nothing will work unless you do. 13. Eliminate distractions mercilessly. Distractions are the enemy of focus. If you want to get motivated, you have to eliminate distractions. As the billionaire investor Warren Buffett said, the difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. The saying goes, you can have anything you want. However, you can't have everything you want. So, turn your phone off and leave it in a different room. Close the door. Turn the music off. Delete distracting apps. Remind yourself that you are not punishing yourself, you are just focusing on your goals. Then, remember what you truly want in the long term. 14. Declutter and tidy. It's extremely difficult to motivate yourself if you can't see your bedroom floor and your desk looks like something has exploded on it. Have you ever heard the expression, tidy space, tidy mind? What's your environment like? Is it tidy, neat, and clean? Or is it messy and cluttered? Work from the outside and create an environment that helps you to stay motivated. 15. Change your inputs. You know the saying, you are what you eat. And we consume a lot every day: food, music, podcasts, TV, social media. So, if you're finding it challenging to motivate yourself, mix things up a bit. Listen to motivational podcasts, check out a must-read book, or watch some inspiring videos. This can help you to freshen up, get energized, and find motivation to get things done. 16. Look to people in your life for motivation. Some people energize us, others we find draining. The motivational speaker Jim Rohn said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, when possible, seek out enthusiastic, motivated people to spend time with. Let yourself get wrapped up in their positive energy, and you may start developing self-motivation, too. 17. Ask for help from friends and family. If you're really struggling to motivate yourself, consider asking a close friend or family member for help. You could ask them to hold you accountable and check up on your progress. Expressing your goals out loud to someone else can help to make them feel more real. Plus, if you know someone who will check in on your progress, you may be more likely to follow through. 18. Follow inspiring people who motivate you. There are so many inspiring people out there who can help you to motivate yourself. Is there an entrepreneur, teacher, musician, or politician you find inspiring? You can also learn how people you admire stay motivated, and then apply the lessons to your own life. As the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates once said, smart people learn from everything and everyone, average people from their experiences, stupid people already have all the answers. 19. Listen to an upbeat song. If you need to motivate yourself quickly, try this super simple tip: listen to a song you love that's upbeat, inspiring, and full of energy. Dance like a crazy person at the same time. Then, as soon as the song finishes, don't pause, dive straight into the action. It may become one of your favorite ways to stay motivated. 20. Remember your power and potential. Look, you are powerful, and you have enormous potential. You may not feel like it sometimes, and you may even feel like I'm silly for saying it to you, but it's true. The author Alice Walker said, the most common reason people give up their power is that they think they don't have any. So, please, take a moment to dig deep and try to connect with your inner power and potential. Imagine what you could achieve. Become still. Then listen to that quiet voice in your head saying, you can do it. Remember that what you think is what you become. Overcome your doubt and believe that you can. And as always, be yourself. Be you.